Hey Fallout fans, this is NukaMage here. I'm going to shoot a quick video today about uh, perks, really, um, how to alter them, how to change their order, all that kind of stuff. Um, let's just dive into it here. Okay, so go under actors, go into perks, and there they all are. Let's just go ahead and go into, say, cannibal. Why not? Alright, so this is the list here. If you're going to switch the order, like Cannibal comes down at Endurance 8, but say you want to switch it with Toughness, and you want Toughness to be 8 and Cannibal 1. So let's go ahead and pull that open. Alright, so here we go. Alright, so down here at the bottom is basically, well, not the bottom, but in the middle. It says get base value. That's pretty much a prerequisite that the game is going to need. It's going to check your player stats, and the actor value being endurance, so it's going to check for an endurance of greater than or equal to 1. So if we wanted to switch this to 8, so that you have to have endurance of 8 to get it, it'll come up there, and we switch this to 1 because you always have to swap them. Swap one with the other, and to 1. So as you can see, it's the same thing: get base value, actor value, endurance, greater than or equal to 1. You don't really want to mess around with the greater than or equal to. Basically just leave everything as it is. You'll see an and here. And is in case there's a second prerequisite, like not just endurance. I'll give you an example here of, I think it's Action Boy. Yeah. So it's going to be and you're a male character, or Action Girl and you're a female character. So those are extra conditions that you can do. In Skyrim, perks were like constellations, if you remember, in stars, and you can swap them around. Well, it's not really like that in this game. This is just how you reorder them, is through these menus, which does make it a lot easier. So let's say you wanted to alter something like, oh, yeah, here we go. Go ahead and put that in here. Let's say you wanted Gunslinger. You wanted to change Gunslinger a little bit. Let's go ahead and pop in here. Now, let's say you wanted it to do more damage. So here we got a multiply value of 1.2. 1.2 means 20% basically. So let's say you wanted to double it, and you wanted to Gunslinger to really make a humongous difference. This is obviously game breaking, but I'm just showing you how it works. You just change that to 2, and then here in the description you would change this to 100%, because now it's doing double. So it's 100% more powerful. Now they're not, these perks they don't stack. So because you see this is 1.4, which would be 40%. So if you wanted to raise it again to say 300 times, you'd have to change that to a 3. And there we go. And see also there's another bonus you get here with increased range. So that would be this. You can increase that if you wanted to, but that's basically saying it's 25%. You have 25% increased range for Gunslinger. And of course you would want to change that to 200% because you increased the value. And also what's happening is anytime you would get Gunslinger 3, it would cancel out 2 and 1 in game. So that's why you have to keep multiplying from here. So again, that was 3. Now it's gonna have to be 4. And I want to say there's a different effect as well. So this is going to be 300%. And again, it's gun range. Okay. So yeah. So now the gun range multiplier is by 4, and that seems like that's a lot. That's a big jump. Let me see. Weapon attack 1.6. That's about right. Oh no, that was me. I did that. Let's hit cancel here. I had the wrong one. Yeah. Okay. There we go. That makes a lot more sense. So that's 4. Man, the range on that pistol would have been huge at 4. Okay, so there we go. Yeah, and gun range is going to be 1.5, so that you want to make sure that this reads, I don't even know where we're at anymore. I think it's 300. Who cares? As long as you're keeping track. And then finally, there's another one. I think this one. I think 4. Yeah, there we go. So there's no more range, but attacks can disarm opponents. So you can see here, apply combat hit spell. If you double click on these, it's gonna give you what it was or what it is. So it's the apply combat hit spell function, and this select spell is perk disarm. Now you can add like sneak invisibility, which would, I mean, it would be very strange combat hit, but there's other things that you can put in instead of just disarm. But there you go. So that's pretty much how perks work. That's how you alter the perks, and that's how you can change their order. I tried to do a mod where I got rid of these 2, ended it at 3, so that way it was only 3 perk points, and made it to where it went from 20 to 60 to 100. That way you'd only have to put a 3, but for some reason I wasn't able to figure it out. It pretty much just broke the perks. So you'll have to, if you want to do something like that, you'll have to play around with the perks a little bit. I mean, normally what I would do is what I did was no next perk, because that's what oh, maybe that's what it was. Gunslinger 1 is the final perk. We'll try it. Why not? We'll try it. Number ranks 3. 15. Well, let's just make this 3 for now. What's that? Gunslinger 3? Okay. Gunslinger 2, 3, level 2. So see, now I'm changing the level requirements here. Whoop. And I think there are none to Gunslinger, or it's 1. Oh, 0. Okay. And then I'll change that to 3. Hey, I'm not guaranteeing this is going to work. It didn't work last time, but everything I've told you up to the point where we've been changing the numbers, the number ranks and perks, this all definitely works. It's just we're going to run a test to see if I break it or not again. Alright, so we'll pop in a game and we'll take a look. Okay, so we're back in game. We're going to take a look at these perks here. Okay, so there you go. See, Cannibal is now level 1. We're going down here, and Toughness is level 8. Yep, there you go. Toughness level 8. So there you go. That's how you reorder. And I went into how you change some mods too, like Gunslinger here. Oh, see, Gunslinger's now down to 3. And and actually, you know, it looked like I didn't break it. So that must have been what it was. Is at 3, at rank 3 or whatever the last rank you want it, you refer it back to 1. That has to be what it is. Okay, so let's just go ahead. Oh well, that would have helped if I didn't. Can I type right? No, you know what? It's probably because I'm in here. Ah, I hate keyboards today. There we go. Yeah. If you're wondering why I have this colored Pip-Boy, before you even ask, it's a mod that I made. I'll be making a video about it shortly, about how to retexture. But you can find it on Bethesda.net under NukaMage under my mods. I also added inventory too, like clothing. Anyway, sorry, shameless plug. So here we go. Let's find out if this works. Good. 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 Bam. There you go. So there you go. That's probably a mod I'll be making eventually. Is I'll be lowering most of these 5 rankers because man, they take so long to level. And, ugh, they suck. I mean, I'll keep the level requirements, but I'm only gonna. That way, you only have to use up 3 perk points per damage tree. But there you go. So that's how you alter perks. I'm glad I was able to learn a little something while I taught you at the same time. Yeah. So again, thank you for watching, and please subscribe, like up, everything that you've been doing. Appreciate it, and have a good day.